came. How many of y'all wasn't? Okay, all right. I'm Reverend Massey. I ain't always been Reverend Massey. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pass something around. I'm gonna let you see a little something. I got it. Real good. Yeah, that's what.
Boxing glove?
Yeah, you pass that around. I wasn't always Reverend Massey. I got three felonies back in the 70s and the 80s. 3 strikes, you outlaw. So I went to prison. I went to prison in 98. I went to prison for some dumb stuff, selling some dope, selling some dope, a manufacturing, delivery, or control of substance. It got me a 1 to 20. Just one little itty bitty amount of dope got me 1 year to 20 years maximum. If I do anything else, now that I'm off parole, I'll have to go back and finish up that 20-year tail. Prison is different from jail. It's different from being locked up in the county jail. Prison is the lowest place that you want to go. You don't have no rights. You don't have no freedom. You go to bed when they tell you to go to bed, and you go to sleep in a room with somebody they make you go to sleep in a room with. What happens in that room is between you and your bunkie. You don't have no rights. Some guys that go to prison don't come home the same. Some don't even come home at all. Some remain in prison for the rest of their lives, and some who do get out and go right back in. So our theme today is staying out of trouble, staying out of jail, staying out of prison, staying out of the cemetery. How many of y'all have anybody seen the cemetery, the morgue before? You ever been down the county morgue to identify somebody's body who was dead? They got a lot of young teenagers in the morgue right now who are unnamed. Nobody has come to claim the young people, the little boys, the young boys and the young girls who have been found dead, who are in the county morgue. They have yet to find them. They are overstacked with young people who have been found dead. So I'm just here to tell you, I want to encourage you. I want to encourage all of you young men. You need to respect one another. People used to disrespect me. We would get into it, and sometimes that getting into it can lead to death. Nobody wants to die. You don't know when you're going to die. You should be trying to bring about peace between one another. How many of y'all want to live to see your next birthday? I'm serious. Do you really want to see your next birthday? Well, the thing is, you got to learn how to get along with one another. You're going to have to learn how to get along. It's hard sometimes, but you're going to have to learn how to get along. Now, I brought three of my brothers with me today. The first one is Michael Fields.
Yes, sir.
He's going to share with you what he want to share with you. He got about 15 minutes, and then I got 2 other guys, all right?
What's going on, brothers? What's going on? Well, last time I was here, man, I talked about, my experience in the streets and, my lifelong struggle with drugs and how long I've been in prison. Do anybody remember the last time I was here, how long I told them I'd done in prison? You remember?
27.
Okay, there it is there. This is my man here. We rode the bus the other day. I was going to work, saw him and his family, and he told me some things. I was so proud of him. I would like to hear that type of positive attitude from all you brothers, man, because I know where y'all coming from, And I told him, I said, man, I'm going to try to get back up there and I'm going to speak to you brothers, but I don't know when they got it set up for him. So soon as his mother and his brothers and sisters them got off the bus, I get a call from the brother, Reverend Massey, and he said, man, we scheduled to go up there Thursday and talk to the brother. I said, wow, I just got through talking to the brother and I keep having a problem getting your name right. Let me see. Teron. Okay, I said, yeah, man. So he called me early this morning. You ready? I said, I thought you said 10. He say, no, we going now. I say, well, come on, man. I just throw my clothes on and I'm coming because I'm not going to miss this for nothing in the world. My thing is this, man. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys have problems, man, with, you know, getting along and kind of, you know, being civil and respectful to each other. Okay, that's understandable because I was young cats like y'all, you know, years and years ago, too. And I understand what you're going through, the peer pressure, upholding the images, you know, wanting your mans to know that you can handle your own. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but let's start trying to do it in a positive way. See, I don't want to stand here and beat you upside your head all day long with what prison gonna do, what this gonna do, because I'm quite sure, looking at you brothers, y'all intelligent enough to know what's gonna happen if you go down that road. Am I right? Y'all already know that. So let's start today and say, man, let's, you know, just somebody just voluntarily, man, stand up and tell me what y'all gonna do today, positive, to make a change in y'all life. Anybody, come on. Anybody, just stand up. My man right here, I'm gonna single you out, cause yeah, come on, man, talk to us, man.
All right. I'm gonna just try to change myself.
And I'm doing what?
You know, being positive.
And helping your brothers out around you, and you know, like your mother was saying, she's so proud of you, man. See, I don't have a mama to say that about me. My mama died from a shotgun blast to the heart. You feel where I'm coming from? So my life, my testimony, and my life story is nothing but hardship, misfortune, death, treachery, thievery, deception, crossing you, cats who's supposed to be your mellow man. I'd have crossed them out for a nickel if I had to, because it was all about me. But that's not what I want from y'all, man. I want y'all to learn how to, man, to care about your brother man around you, because you never know. It may come a day when you got to depend on your brother man to hold you up and help you take that step. You know, so y'all around here at each other's throats every day, you're not going to make those strides, man. You know, and then I remember the young brother testimony right here when he reached out to us, man. You know, my dad, man, I need to find a way to reinvent myself back into my dad life, this, that, and other. He's not here for me. Okay, then find some way, other ways, you know, to get something positive coming in, you know, because I know it's hard because my daddy was a dope fiend. I can remember coming in the house and finding my daddy laying on the floor from an overdose of heroin. So you see how my life story keep going. Every time I put something positive out there, you see how it come back and kick me in my tail. I don't want that for y'all, man. And the reason why I say that, because I can stand here today and tell y'all honestly, man, that whatever it is that y'all going through, I done been through it thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times, man. And the good part about it is that if you dedicated and you be obedient, you humble yourself, start listening, paying attention to the signs around you, man, and it's going to always be something greater and brighter for you down the road. But you're going to have to want it, man. You're going to have to stay in school. I ain't trying to say that you got to jump up and go to church every Sunday. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. But my advice to you is to slide up in there every now and then and let the word of the Lord hit you upside your head instead of your brother man hitting you upside your head. You feel better, I guarantee you that. You know, my thing is this. I used to be the same way when the brother first got a hold of me. I was combative, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. No, it's not going to work for me. Ain't nothing going right. But he said, man, look, stop resisting all the time and start listening. Learn how to humble yourself. Become obedient. Pay attention to what's going on around you because you're going to miss your blessings. And I start paying attention. And from that point, the things that started changing in my life was overwhelming to me. I used to tell him, man, I don't understand how these good things are happening to me. He was like, man, because you turned your life over to the Lord and you surrounded yourself with positive people, and that's why all these doors of opportunity are opening for you. Because I'm receptive to all the positive vibes that's coming in, instead of trying to always surround myself with all the negative things. Because the day when I walked up in here, I had already made my mind up. The devil wasn't welcome up in here with us today. We're going to do God's work up in here today. He gonna hit us with the Holy Spirit today. It's gonna be our guy today. When we leave up out of here today, I don't know how many of us gonna be on point, but somebody leaving up out of here on point today. And you can bet on that. If I got to stand there, they got to call the police and tell them you got to get off the property. But somebody gonna walk past me and say, man, I felt you on that. Because that's what my purpose is for here today. Because I didn't have nobody to do that to me 20, 30 years ago when I thought I was the man. When I gave 27 of my years away for nothing. And then to walk out of penitentiary to have $50 in my pocket and a pack of cigarettes and a half a pint of liquor. That's what I had for 27 years. That was my whole life savings. But I was the big dope man prior to that. Like I told you, the cars, the everything, AK-47s, all that. So when you watch the movies and you see all that, you best believe when you see what happened at the end of the movie, that's the reality of it. I don't care what your man's them tell you. I don't care what you see your man's them with. The ending of the movie, when the guy is in penitentiary or he's laying on the ground with his lifeblood running out of him, that's the reality of it, right there. Bottom line, ain't no glory, can't glorify it, period. That's my testimony telling you that today. So we're not going to grow that route, am I right? Right. What we going to do is, we going to dedicate ourselves to doing what?
The right thing.
Right thing.
Because doing the right thing is what? It's going to get us where? You're going to succeed in doing what? Okay, well, take your time, brother. You got plenty of time, but I'm just glad you know what path you're going. See, everything will line itself up. All you got to do is take your time and enjoy your young life, man. That's all. You got plenty of time, man. You ain't got to jump out there right now. The best thing about it is you know you want to do something right. See, that's what I'm trying to instill right here today. To do something right, because that's the hardest thing to do for us young black men. It's the right thing. You dig what I'm saying? Because it only takes a split second for my man to come and say, if I'm doing the wrong thing, dig, Mike, I heard you hungry right now, man, let's go get some money. And I say, well, let's go get it, man, because the right thing ain't getting me nothing. Split second, I done threw my whole life away. For one bad choice out of a whole lifetime of problems. When you can make one positive choice and enjoy the rest of your life on a positive note. So y'all do the math. Either you can throw your life away, or you can give your life to somebody who's gonna just make everything right for you. You know, it's gonna come a time when you got to make that choice. It's gonna come a time when you're gonna make the right choice, because you men. A lot of guys look at y'all and say, okay, well, these ain't nothing but boys, but I look at y'all as young black men. That's what I see y'all as right now, who has an opportunity to go on and do something great. Not only for yourself, but for your brothers, your sisters, for those of you that have them, to make your parents proud if they still in your life. And the reason why I say that, because it always come back to the brother when I seen him and his mother and his sisters and brothers getting on that bus, going to take him to do what he had to do. I say, well, where's he going? And we sat down and talked. Did we not, me and your mom? She said, I'm taking him to this event. He's going to speak. You know, he's going to do his thing, this, that, and the other. And I said, wow, that's the young brother that was asking some really, really intelligent questions the last time I talked to him. And I say, sister, you got every reason in the world to be proud of that young man. Those are my exact words, and I meant it. And that's what I need from everybody, man, to take somebody somewhere who's having some problems, may not be having the best of time in their life, and if you just have a little more leeway from circumstances that's, you know, surrounding you, slide up on your brother, man, and look and say, look, man, it's going to be all right. I don't know how much I can do for you, but I'll try to do the best I can for you. And that's where we got to start. You understand what I'm saying? We got to start caring about each other. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. And I'm going to tell you something that I hear and see every day. The powers that be don't want to see us right here make it. They want to see us fail. They want to put us up on the news every day. Oh, we found 3 young black males gunned down over here. Or this group of black brothers over here and this group of black brothers over here killing each other over here on this boulevard. How much time I got, brother?
2 more minutes.
Okay, I got a couple of more minutes. I don't want to see that. Statistic-wise, we done with being statistics for the media, for the people that don't want to see us make it. Y'all worth more than any value you can put on any dollar, period. Spirit, from the spirit to the depths of y'all soul, y'all worth more than anything. You understand what I'm saying? This is the future right here, man. I'm telling you. And it's got to start right here today on making sure that whatever you aspire to do, be dedicated in your heart, be dedicated in your spirit, be dedicated in your soul, be respectful to each other as young black brothers, not only just friends, but young black brothers, and make it happen, man. Because you only got one life to live. If you give it up to some bull jive, man, you're going to sit there and you're going to kick yourself and wonder, where did you go wrong? Given that you're still alive to make that choice. Y'all feeling me on that? And man, I'm just tell each other, man. I just want to hear y'all say, everybody together, just say, man, we gonna be all right.
Man, we gonna be all right.
We gonna make it.
We gonna make it.
We gonna make it?
Yeah.
We gonna make it?
Yes.
Okay then, man. My man. I'm glad to talk to y'all, man. I love y'all. God bless you. Yes, sir.
The next young man I want to introduce. All these are my son, spiritual son. Now, how can a guy like me been in prison? How can I be a positive impact in their life? Because I surrendered my life to Christ. Now that's what works for me. I don't know what works for you. Buddha might work for you. Islam might work for you, but Jesus Christ works for me. That's what works for me. That's why I am what I am today, because of Christ in my life. And that's what causes people to want to be around me, because of the example that I set before them. It ain't about me. It's because of my changed life. Now, remember the thing, staying out of trouble, staying out of jail, in order to stay alive, staying out of prison, in order to stay alive, staying out of the morgue. We gotta stay out of the morgue, right? How many of y'all agree with me? Don't nobody want to die right now. You got too many years to live. Messiah is gonna come before you and he's gonna speak to you.
All right, y'all. Let's give him a hand coming up here. And let's listen to him. Brother got a beautiful
How
testimony.
y'all doing? Good. First of all, my name is Messiah. I don't really do this, but when I do it, I'm gonna lay it down on you. I ain't for no games. This ain't no TV. This ain't no DVD. That's why I just asked to speak to men. Because really I don't know how to speak to women, because, when I talk, I put it down. I'm gonna jump on your level. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody up in here, tighten up, get your hand off your chin, get your hand off your head, quit playing with the ball. If you're gonna give me respect, you're gonna give everybody else in here respect, right? That's the name of the game around here, respect. If you don't give respect, you will lose. Trust me. I'm from the streets. I'm from the east side of Detroit. Big deal. Okay, so what? I've been to prison. So what? 12 and a half years. Okay, so what? You know what I'm saying? That don't make me or break me. What make me or break me is having respect from other people. You know what I'm saying? When people can actually come up to you and actually, ask you for something, because they respect you, you know what I'm saying? Or you can sit down and listen to them because you respect them, And it seems like y'all got a problem, man, with respect with each other. Why is that? He say, she say, what? I'll let it.
Superiority.
It's a who?
Superiority.
Superiority.
Being greater than your other man.
Okay, that's what it is. Some people show power, truck and all that, try to, you know, just because they, what, a teacher or something, they think they can talk to a person any kind of way. Yeah. I had that problem before, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you something what I had to learn. I had to learn to be humble, man. You ain't here to try to show your baddest, you know what I'm saying? You here to learn. This is what this place for, is a learning place, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no Camp Candy Land, this ain't no Monopoly game, this is real. Education. I don't have a high school diploma, GED, college, none of that. I don't have none of that. But I guarantee you, I got respect out here because I got the knowledge to give it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's going to take, the knowledge to give it. Now, do everybody in here have the knowledge to respect each other? Yes. So why you don't use it? Everybody ain't going to talk at one time.
All right, then. Let's go. Let's get it together, y'all. We
We
ready?
ain't gonna talk all at one time, right? What's the problem about not respecting each other? Ain't no problem. Just be humble. You know what I'm saying? If somebody say something to you, just brush it off. You know what you here for, right? What you here for? Okay, what you want to be when you grow up? Lawyer. God willing, you will be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Do everybody in here know what they want to be when they grow up? Right. Because I said the same thing when I was sitting in these seats. Not in these seats. When I was in the 8th grade, I wanted to be a lawyer, doctor, fireman, mortician, all that. To society, I ain't shit. Because I got a prison record. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. I'm a man, and I'm human, and I deserve respect regardless of where I came from. You hear me? So regardless of the superiority or the power struggle, whatever, just look past that, man. Be humble, because you know what you're here for. What you want to be?
Take the word engineer.
I don't even know what that is, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know. But be that. You know, just be humble, man. Please. You know, I don't want to come back here one day and they say you done got suspended because you done ran your mouth off at the teacher or somebody because they wanted to say what they want to say. This is their building. You know what I'm saying? You up under their care. You know what I'm saying? So, give respect. They ain't going to have no choice but to give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? And, is there any questions? Because I don't want to go too long. Is there any questions? Anybody got any questions? Speak now. Speak. I'm telling you. Say what's on your mind. Say how you feel. That's how I'm playing. Say how you feel. Everybody should have a question. Yes, sir. Speak it, man. Ain't no right or wrong question in here.
What you go to jail for?
Drugs. Drug selling. Back in 95. This is 2011. I'm still on parole, homeboy. I'm on parole till October the 15th of 2015. I can't do nothing. Y'all got more freedom than me. Any more questions? Yes, sir.
So, like, you say you on parole, so how you taking it? How you your life?
I can't do nothing but be humble about it, man, and keep on going, man. You know what I'm
So you
saying?
get through it slowly.
Yeah, I'm getting through it slowly. It's hard, but it's fair. I put myself in there. I got to get myself out of it. Flat out. You know, I had my own consequences. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame nobody. You know what I'm saying? Changed my life over last year. Got baptized June 23rd. You know what I'm saying? Gave my life to the Lord. It was a wonderful feeling. Just like Toyota said. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, I was one of them kids, man. I probably was worse than y'all in the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? Because I got kicked out of school and didn't go back. Ever. Ever. In the 8th grade, homeboy. I dropped out. I ain't proud of it. Not at all. But it made me the man who I am today. You know what I'm saying? I got my own crib. Got groceries. Got a phone. Got what I need. You know, I don't need the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Blessing from God. You know what I'm saying? You see me doing right, see me changing my life. I'm the son, so you take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Any more questions? Yes, sir.
What made you get involved with drugs?
Everybody else was doing it around. Everybody else was making money. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why jump?
Kind of pressure.
No, it wasn't no pressure. I made a choice. That's one thing we got to understand. We got choices. You can make the right choice or you can make the wrong choice. Okay, nobody, I don't believe in that peer pressure stuff. You know why? Because you got the choice to do whatever you want to do. You know what's wrong, right?
That's right.
So I jump in it. I don't call mama. You know, when I went to jail, I ain't called nobody. Nobody. Why? Because I got myself in, I'm going to get myself out. You know what I'm saying? I had a bond at 500, still didn't want nobody to come get me out. Because I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? I stand on my own. I ain't bad at nothing, but I just stand on my own. You know, I learn to be humble and take life as it's given. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like to see y'all to do. Next time I come in here, man, I don't want to hear no bad reports. Because I came in here today, this is my first time. I'm supposed to have been coming in here. Yeah, I'm supposed to be coming in here. But, you would say, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Got a question? Anybody else got a question? Feel free to ask. Yes, sir.
Were you in a gang?
No game. I didn't believe in games. Still don't believe in games. Yes, sir.
How old were you when you started doing drugs?
Selling drugs, I was about 19, 20. But look at it though. 95 to 2011 and still on parole. Is that a wonderful feeling or what? We're still on parole to 2015.
Did you have any fun while you was in prison?
Oh, I had big fun. to me, I had big fun. Cause for one, I made the choice to do what I did. You know what I'm saying? Until I got with damn, these walls ain't gonna open up for me. Parole board told me I can't get no parole. You know what I'm saying? I had fun for a couple months, a couple of years, but it get to you though. Prison ain't the thing, homeboy. I'm gonna tell you, all that stuff you see on TV about prison, don't believe it. That's TV, that's Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. Jackson, Marquette, Newberry, Ken Ross.
Keep going.
This ain't no school now. This is prison I'm talking about. Miles, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This is prison. It's not a school. Would you rather transfer your life from school to prison? Hell no. Would you? Would you?
No.
I'm telling you. If y'all don't get your act together right now, that's where y'all gonna go. And they got teachers in prison too to teach you.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
they do. So you better listen to these teachers instead of listening to the teacher of the prison.
10:55.
I'm telling you, what I know and what I went through. 12 and a half years of blood, sweat, and tears, homeboy. Almost died. It ain't a game out here. It ain't a game. And Southwest will kill you quicker than any other place would.
That's right.
Question?
Did you do drugs just to make some money?
I did drugs because I sold drugs because it was fun. It was, at a point in time, wasn't even all about the money no more. It's all about the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the store and go buy you something when you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can go buy some trees or something. You know what I'm saying? You can go do this, you can go do that. But guess what though? Every time you made a move, you got to look back to see if John Law behind you. Because John Law looking at you, even when you ain't even think he looking. He's still looking. So, this is going to wrap up my time. I enjoyed speaking with y'all. I enjoyed y'all questions. And please, respect each other. Respect. R-E-S-P-C-T. That's what Aretha Franklin say. And she the voice of Motown. So if she say respect, you gotta respect it, bro. Nice talking to y'all. It's been fun.
Right.
All right, now, one thing, stay out of trouble.
Let's hear it together, y'all.
Yeah.
Jail. Stay out of prison. Stay out of the war.
All right, all right.
Mr. Strickland.
Hey everyone, my name is Kevin.
Mr. Strickland, you wanna come over here?
My name is Kevin, and you know I'm a ex-offender. And I'm not going to talk about prison. I'm going to talk about education because that's what is important for y'all young kids. I don't want y'all to get the frame mind one about prison and drugs. What I want y'all to learn is to get an education. It's so important where our economy, and what we're going through. Without an education, you can't make it in life. Then that's when you experience the other type of life that you might not be ready for. But if you stay in school, get an education, go to college, you can be wherever you want to be in life. When I grew up, I went to school. And then, like I said, I was like y'all, I had my ups and downs in class, want to be the guy, want to, do this, fight and all that. But I never thought that as time went on, that I would find myself being in the streets. So I'm trying to be tough, want to be that guy. So when I wound up quitting school, I became a nobody. No education. At that time, good job was running around where, without education, you can get a job. But that didn't last long before other things started happening. So when I lost jobs, I became, what you would say, homeless. Yeah, you're going to come homeless if you don't get education. Because see, one thing, your mom and your daddy ain't going to take care of you after you get so old. So when I was being homeless, that's when drugs and violence and women's and prison and all that came into effect. Because I didn't have nowhere to go. So I mean, living in the street, I stayed in abandoned houses, ate out college kids, started stealing out stores to support my little habits, smoking weed. Weed turned into drugs, drugs turned into going to county jail, and county jail turned into going into prison. Okay? And this at a young age. Okay? Like I say, about maybe 15, 16 years old, I started experiencing it. My mama put me out the house when I thought I was grown. So when I was 15 years old, I started learning the streets, and they kicked my behind. I wish the day that I went to school, stayed in school, and got the education that these people offering me at the time. To what now, at the age of 51, I could have been a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever I wanted to be in life. But I choose to go the opposite of what somebody was trying to help me do. And here today, I'm struggling every day. I got boys y'all in this school right now. You understand? And they mad at me because I ain't been in their life. Because the street took me away from them. The state had to raise me. I'm on drugs. And they don't know nothing about me. But now they begin to know about me, but they hurt. They mad because they want to act out. They want to do some of the same stupid stuff that I did that got me standing here trying to explain to y'all, don't do what I did so you don't have to stand here telling somebody. Because it ain't no fun talking about prison. It ain't no fun talking about dope. It ain't no fun talking about women. All that ain't about nothing. What's fun is getting an education, being somebody, you understand, and moving on with your life and have a wonderful life. I'm telling you. I cry every night. And I thank God for changing my life around. You understand? This is the first time I ever talked to a group of young men about trying to be, get your life together. Because I didn't have no one to talk to me. So I said, I wish I would listen to my father, my mother, but I didn't. And by me not listening, this is the outcome of what I am today. See I ain't? Yeah. This is the outcome, bro. I want to take you out there and let you live with me in the streets. Guess what? I live in the shelter now. You think it's fun? Wake up with a bunch of guys? Huh? Every day? I live in a shelter right now with other men, you know, stinking, you know, got problems bigger than mine. You know? This is my life today. But with the help of God, I got another chance. You see, I'm trying now to go back to school, get educated at the age of 51. Wouldn't even do me no good. Who gonna hire me? I'm almost what, another 10 more years of my life, I'll be 60, and who gonna hire me? Who gonna hire me? Can somebody help me out? Who gonna hire me? My life is gone. The only thing I can do now is just stay focused, stay clean, stay out of prison, and help guys like y'all make it in the world. Because y'all our future from now. You know, they got naked. What's that word that y'all pronounce? Mentality or whatever that is? See, that's what you have bad I am. See what I'm saying? I can't even talk. See what I'm saying? That's how screwed up my life is. By not going to school to get an education. See what I'm saying? But I want to stay up here and be a speaker for y'all to show y'all don't make the mistake that I'm making. Because it hurts on the inside. See what I'm saying? It hurts. The only thing I can say to y'all is, you got a chance. Don't be what I was. Ain't nothing out there in the streets, sir. Everything's right here. Everything's right here. And as I was saying about my boys, I didn't forget, I wanted to let you hear about them too. They struggling right now. You know. They struggling right now. And I can go on and tell you all about them, but you know, that's not the point for me to tell y'all about them, because I'm trying to make them do the same thing y'all do. Get an education. They want to go to school, they want to smoke weed, they want to hang their pants down. You know, not check them. They tell me they want to fight me. You ain't my daddy. Who was you to tell me what to do? You were never there. That shit hurt. I had to walk down with my head down like this. Said, damn, my son told me he'd beat me up. He said, I ain't your daddy. You know, he said he can't stand me. You know, that hurts. But I understand how you feel. Because you know what? I was never there. You know why I was never there? Because I was out there trying to be somebody else that I shouldn't have been trying to be. I should have been trying to be a father. You know, when I was a kid, I should have been trying to be a kid. You know, when I was a boy, I should have been trying to be a boy. You know, but I didn't do none of it. You know, I went out the wrong way. I got with friends that would want to steal, fight. And you know, my parents always have told me, they said, you know what, you keep running around with these crowds, you're going to eventually get caught up with it. I said, shit, not me. I got it together. I could do it. But what happened? I got caught up. So all I'm saying to y'all is, you got a chance to get an education. That should be the most important thing to y'all in life. Get an education so you don't have to stand here and tell somebody a sad story what they went through in their life, y'all make it in y'all life. Because all y'all is smart and intelligent, I know that. I can tell you that, y'all. So all I'm going to say is just tighten up. You know? Tighten up. That's all. I know you're going to be kids, you know, you're going to do what kids do, but stay focused on your education. If you don't, I'll take you up on my way. I'm going to take you in the street with me. You come on live in the band house with me. You know, we get out God's band there. I might take your money. You don't need it. I might take your shoes. You don't need it. You know? But, you know what I'm saying? I try.
The reality of
It is
it.
what it is.
That's the
I
reality.
train you. You want me to train you? I train you. See,
That's the reality.
You know, I told my son that. I said, whenever y'all ready to quit learning, let me know. I got a bedded house waiting on you. Yes, sir. I got a Burger King establishment here. Where we're going to eat at Burger King when it's over. We're going to fight with the dogs and the cat and get that last meal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the reality of it.
You know? And if you want to smoke, I got a carton of cigarettes. I'm going to pick the bus off the ground. And we're going to put them together. We're going to smoke. You know? Yeah, we're going to do all this. That's what I was doing at
real.
age 15,
It's
16,
real.
17. Only thing that saved me to come through this was prison. That's the only thing that saved me was prison. And I was so glad when I went to prison. I ain't going to tell no story. I was so glad. Because I know if I kept going, I was going to be dead. I was already dead. You know, sometimes I wanted to commit suicide. I didn't know how to do it. I wanted to commit suicide. I drunk bleach and still couldn't die. You know? I smoked, I couldn't smoke no more trying to die. You know? But you know what? It's by the help and the grace of God, it wasn't for me to die. That's why I'm still standing.
Amen. Amen.
But,
Amen.
you know, all I can say to y'all is, I want y'all to get your life together. Get your life together. This shit is serious. It ain't no fun. You know? You got time. You got time. Don't you want a car? Don't you want a car? I ain't never had a car. Don't you want a car? I ain't never had a car. Don't you want a car? I ain't never had one. I ain't never had nothing in life. I'm finna let y'all go. But I ain't never had nothing in life. All I ever had is what I'm going through. With that, thank you. Thank y'all for that.
Let's do it to him, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all can do it.
Just one quick second. I want to thank, we want to thank Reverend, you all know him as Mr. Dark. We know him as Reverend Dark. I want to thank you, Reverend Dark, for allowing us to come. And I thank you guys for letting us share. Anybody here that wasn't here last time?
Speak out here. Y'all.
Anybody who was here last time that wasn't here this time? Is anybody missing among you? Anybody get? Everybody alive? Is everybody alive and out of juvenile, out of jail? What? Everybody here?
Is everybody who's not here last time, is they still living? Is they still, okay, thank God.
All right, let's
Amen.
get out of hand.
Amen.
Staying out of trouble, staying out of,
I'm gonna let you get out of this.
and staying out of, all right, yeah, all right.
I don't know what I was saying.
How you talking?
I don't know what I was saying. I was so good.